Hello, today what I want to do is I want to go over a basic pack for outdoor use, just to enjoy your time out here or in that survival situation. This pack here contains the minimal gear, in my opinion, that people should carry because it provides you with essentials that can save time if you ever need to get something ready quick. If you have to set up shelter fast, if you have to make a fire fast, or being able to find water and purify it so you can consume it. So this here will actually do that in this pack. This is the same gear that I've been using to teach my basic survival course because it allows them to do all that. Shelter, fire, and water with minimal gear. So having a pack with minimal gear means less weight, which means more comfort when someone's carrying it. If it's comfortable to carry, if it's not a nuisance, more people will carry it. But having minimal gear also takes training and also takes practice. This here is your minimal basics. This here can get you by if it's all you have and you have the training. So I'm going to start with this here first. That is your water bottle. My opinion on choosing a water bottle is one that once you take the cap off, it comes completely off. There is no plastic on this. It is single walled and stainless steel. This is a 1 liter. And that being single walled, I can place this right in a fire and I can boil water within this. Once my water is boiled, I can set it aside, put my cap back on after it's cooled, and I can carry water with me. Or I can drink that, make up more water to carry with me. But many people carry a water bottle, so if you're actually choosing one, why not get one that you can boil water in as well, because it may be needed at one time. Now in this bag here, it's a dry bag. I just keep this inside my backpack in case it rained and it soaked through to keep my gear dry. You can add what you want to these. It's up to you. My personal survival kit has a lot more for my own needs, which the more you have, the more comfortable you can be, and it can possibly save your life. This here is the bare minimum, in my opinion, for gear that you take out. But if you have the skills, then you can make natural shelters and such, but it takes time. This here is for quick shelter, quick fire, and also being able to quickly boil water so you can drink it. That's what this is for. And what I'm going to do now is show you very simple fire kit. And it does ensure quick fire, even in damp conditions. It's these right here. There's many fire starters on the market. These are those cubes that are wax and fiber. You can buy, packs of 12 of these, different packs and such. You can have some with a match head on them and so on. All very good options. The reason why is they'll burn minutes. If you have damp material, they can ensure fire for you because it can help dry it out. You want something, it doesn't matter what you choose, but it should burn minutes. And then to light that, a couple disposable lighters, matches, storm matches and such, something that has an open flame. That way there you're going to have success a lot easier and a lot quicker, usually if you have open flame on a tinder. So very simple, a couple lighters, a few of these blocks, and you got yourself a very budget-friendly but a very nice fire kit. Now with many folks with fire, it can be a calming feeling to them, as well as you get warmth. You can boil your water, you can cook food, and also signal with fire. So very important. And being able to have quick fire is also very important in my opinion. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to talk cordage. Now I've got some 550 bank line in here. Right here, here's 50 feet. Now this here is great for running a ridge line, for putting up a shelter, for constructing different shelters, and many, many uses. So I've got some 550, I've got some bank line. I also may use mason twine as well. And that's been a great cordage for around my camp for years. Very inexpensive. Now, bank line you can find many places as well. Different stores, online, and so on. So a nice strong cordage, multiple use. This here is an emergency sheet. It has the reflective material, orange on one side, reflective silver on the other. And this one here is an 8x5. I've spent many nights underneath this, used as a shelter, and it works very well. Now you have to use what I call the button method for your tie outs, but it works really well. Now these here though, you have to be careful not to rip them. Same as all others, they're thin material. So what I practice with is this here. This one here is a polytarp, an 8x6. Gives you a little bit more cover. It doesn't have the reflective qualities as much as this would be, but still I've spent many nights underneath this same tarp. The 6x8 polytarp. This one here is $4, but these here are tough. I've actually made this into a bed and was raised off the ground, used it that way. I've drug, stuff across the forest floor with it. Many, many uses with a tarp like this, and it weighs very little and it's very small. So this here is a great option for shelter and multi-use. So I'm going to show you down on the ground here what I've got. And this here you can get shelter, fire, and purify water, as well as you can also set up different signaling to get rescued and so on by using this gear. So what we have here is the cordage, fire kit, stainless steel water bottle, and 2 tarps for shelter. I can also use this as a vapor barrier if I make a bush bed and it's wet. I can use this as a vapor barrier as well. So having 2 tarps is a very, very good option. But now I'm going to show you the cutting tools, which are usually carried on your belt, so I didn't include it with this. But I'm going to show you the cutting tools that I think should be carried as well. Normally I carry a large knife on my side. That way there I can use it for taking down small trees as well as trimming limbs off of trees and so on. But some places you're not going to walk through with a knife on your side. You may carry it in your pack. This here is a folding saw. It can take down firewood. It can do many tasks that you may need. You want to cut something thumb size. This here is going to rip through quicker than a knife may. So you just saw that off. You can use it for steaks, the thumb size wood, and so on. So I always carry a folding saw with me. And also this here is a full tang. This is the more Garberg stainless steel version. But it's full tang. I can split my wood with it to get to that dry inner wood. I can use it for cutting cordage and so on. So a nice blade that is rugged enough that you can split wood with it if need be, and sharp enough that you can carve and as well cut cordage. So that is the cutting tools. Very minimal, but with that gear you have shelter, you've got fire, you've got water, and you can set up rescue. Very minimal kit. Also on this you can notice that a couple other items is a whistle. Very important to carry. I've got it right here that it's close. If I fell and I can't get my pack off and so on, I can blow it. In my wallet I have a mirror as well for signaling. So that's stuff that you can carry on your person. But that is your basics kit. Now if you have any questions, let me know. And I just wanted to share this with you, and hopefully it may help some folks. Now you have to be trained in these, because a tarp doesn't do you any good if you don't know how to make a shelter with it. Fire bricks and most people know how to use a lighter and know how to use those, so they're pretty self-explanatory. Boiling water in a water bottle can be tricky, so there's a trick to that, especially to get it off the fire and so on. That's where training comes in, and then practice. I want to thank you for watching. Take care. All the best.